Okay, hi Sorley, share with me how have you been, your week?
Okay, so this week, this week I had a fight with my boyfriend,
Okay.
and we had a pretty strong fight, I would say, because I'm kind of thinking about breaking up actually,
Okay.
and it was because he's kind of pretty jealous and controlling guy, so I considering like to quit everything and to just break up because it's not healthy anymore.
Okay, so you're telling me you had this strong fight with your boyfriend.
Yes.
You mentioned that you want to cut out the relationship. So describe me a little bit more about this strong fight. So has there been any other fights and how it has increased because you mentioned the word strong?
Yes. Well, we had another fight. Like we've been fighting since like 2 months ago. Like it increased, as you said, and at first it was like little things, little moments that we were kind of mad with each other, and yeah, little things in the way that, for example, if I was with my friends, I have a lot of guy friends,
Okay.
and he was even there, and he started having these comments that I didn't like, for example, like, okay, go hug him, and that kind of stupid things. And I was mad at that moment, and then I was like, okay, I wouldn't be like pretty annoyed because of that, like wouldn't let that screw my day. So yeah, it started 2 months ago, and then it got like even like worse because I started working, and I have a lot of coworkers that I have pretty good relationship, and even my boss. So he started like intervening in that, like intervening in the way that, okay, but he, for example, I have a pretty good like partner, and we work together pretty good. He's a man, and he started like getting a lot of jealous, and when it, like if I wasn't working, he called a lot, and he was telling like, okay, how are you? And I was like, "Ah, everything. I'm pretty occupied right now, so can I call you later?" And he was like, okay, you may be with this guy. So that kind of situations that it got me uncomfortable in work. So that's how it started, and then yeah, it got uh, pretty strong in the way that I get pretty annoyed with all of that things.
Okay, so you tell me that maybe he's a jealous guy, the way you describe.
Yeah.
He doesn't really like that you have all this good connection with guys.
Yeah.
At work, maybe your friends also, and then he tell this or mention these comments that are like really annoying you.
Yes.
And so then you mentioned it has been increasing. Describe me how are you fighting right now? Like,
Okay. Um, so at first I used to ignore this kind of comments because, as I told you, I don't want to spend like a bad time. But then I think that maybe that caused that he took, like he maybe seemed as I accept those kind of comments, and I'm not. So he started doing it even more, and I started to react to them. So like the last fight that we had was like it ended yelling a lot, and he didn't, but he tried to push me. So like I could notice that he was with this anger, and I do not want to be in a relationship that I feel like fear, you know. So I it got me pretty like, I don't know, in shock, I would say, because this has never happened to me, and I don't want to be in a possessive relationship. So, as I told you, it started with this, with me ignoring him. Then he started to do it more often, and then I started to react at the point that, yeah, the other day we had this huge fight that I was like, okay, so where is this going on? Is he gonna hit me the next time or something? And I don't want that.
Okay, so you mentioned that the fights has been increasing. At first you ignored, but then it got worse, and he even got to the point that almost he pushed you, but he didn't. But now you mentioned you all have this fear about him, and what if the next time he really hits you?
Yes, of course, because I saw his expression, so I don't want that for me. Maybe I don't know, because from the other hand, I do love him. Like we spent a lot of time together, and yeah, maybe quitting this relationship. I don't know if I really want to do that, but at the same time, I know that I don't want to be in a possessive relationship. It's not kind of what I'm willing to accept. So maybe if he changes or something, I don't know.
Okay, so you mentioned that you have like these two sides. You want to break up with him, not to be in a possessive relationship, but at the same time you do love him, and maybe he could change.
Yeah, maybe I don't know if there's kind of a solution. What if we speak and we talk and we put things pretty clear? I don't know if that would work out. But at the same time, I'm feeling that this question, as if today he kind of pushed me to what would be, because I can't ignore these things.
You can't ignore this.
Yes, because at the beginning I was like, okay, I won't put attention to whatever he's saying, but right now I don't know if it's the best solution or decision to make.
Okay, so you really are unsure about what to really do.
Yeah.
Do you see as a possibility, as a real possibility, that he would change if you talk to him, or he does really do something about this?
Actually, it's kind of a hard question, because, like, deeply I know that he's not gonna change. Because in the fights that we've been having, I have spoken with him, but nothing has changed. And he made a lot of promises that hasn't been accomplished, and maybe that makes me think that he's not gonna change.
Okay.
And yeah, like even if I speak with him, or if I tell him how I feel, maybe the change would be like that moment,
Okay.
and then the same old thing would happen again.
So you see the fact that he may change as a really hard scenario because you've tried before, and if you do, maybe he changed like at the moment, but then he will come back to his old patterns and way to interact with you.
Yes.
Could you say that this fights start or begin when you are with maybe some guy friends at work, or maybe like is the trigger of the fight the fact that you're with guys?
Yeah, any guy I figured out, it's not kind of specific. Maybe he's feeling this insecurity, I don't know, actually. But it triggers when I'm like mostly at work, because I work with a lot of guys. But I have pretty good relationships with like brothers and sisters, and they are married, and like all of them, my boss and everybody is married or is pretty old. So it's not gonna happen anything, but it also triggers his anger, he's jealous.
Okay, so you mentioned him as insecure.
Yeah.
Why would you say this?
Okay, I mentioned him as insecure because for me it's like these guys have a couple, they are like in a marriage situation and everything. There's no reason to be like jealous, but he still is. So maybe that's because he's feeling insecure about maybe himself, or maybe about me, or So that's what makes me feel, because there's no sense to feel jealous. I don't find it any sense.
Okay, so you recognize that the trigger about the fight is that you spend time with guys, and so you see him as insecure about himself or maybe yourself also because he really get jealous about something that could never happen because your coworkers and guy friends are married or really old, so it is not a possibility that something could happen.
Yeah, that's the way I see that.
Okay, and when these fights come, how do this fight end or how do you manage when this comes?
Okay, so it has got to a point that I lived through. The day that this happened, I kind of left, but I left with fear because I didn't know what was going on. But I am the one who goes away because there goes into a point that I don't want to be there anymore. So I didn't feel like being there. So I get out, and then I get to my house and like take some tea or call myself. But yeah, that's things that actually usually happens out there that end.
So what you usually do is you leave the place where the fight is,
Yeah.
and while you left and you remind yourself, what are your thoughts or emotions about it?
Okay, so the moment that I'm there, I'm kind of processing everything, and my thoughts are like latest thoughts were okay. This gotta end, so that's why I came here. And but I know that maybe it would have an emotional repercussion, but I don't feel like ready to deal with it. So
Okay.
like I know that my emotions right now are that I'm pretty confused, I'm pretty sad because it's kind of a relationship that has been going on for a while, and I'm also kind of I have some fear because I don't know what's gonna go or what's gonna happen or how am I gonna deal. It's more like this insecurity about the future and about myself. That were the latest thoughts at the beginning. I was feeling pretty sad, confused, but still wanted the relationship to go on, seeing kind of future in it. But right now, I really don't see any future. Yeah.
Okay, so you mentioned that when you're by yourself right after the fight, your feelings are about to being sad and confused about. So when fights were maybe starting, you really wanted to or to start the relationship to go on, but now you mentioned you really don't see future about it.
Yeah.
And yes, you mentioned at the beginning you wanted to end this relationship you have. Are you really decided to do it, or you have some thoughts about maybe not doing
I know that I want to, but I'm pretty indecisive of what's gonna be next.
it? Okay.
So that's that a lot of thoughts that maybe can influence my decision. But right now, I'm feeling pretty secure about the fact that this doesn't have a future. So like logically, I should end up this, but emotionally, I don't know how am I gonna deal with myself.
Okay, so I see you are really concerned about the future,
Yeah.
and emotionally, you really don't know what would happen or what to expect if the relationship ends. So tell me if you have thought about maybe a speech or the way you could talk to him about it, or have you already talked about this with him about that cutting out?
Okay. Actually, I don't know that yet because I need some time to like know what I'm gonna say and how I'm gonna say it. But I'm like I just took the decision, and I think that might be like the first step to know what I'm gonna
Okay.
say. But I haven't thought about that yet.
So you are you want to end this relationship, but you still are not that sure if that is the option about it.
Yes.
Okay, so thank you for sharing this with me. And the next session we'll be talking about more about your emotions and thoughts, and if you really want to consider this breakup.
Okay, thank you very much.
coming.